I'm Blake, and this is my Meet a Scientist project. So my scientist is Josh Conlon. He was born September 26, 1983, and he grew up in Niskayuna in upstate New York before attending Cornell and then working for SpaceX. His father and siblings are all medical doctors, and at one time his mother was a nurse, so his family is very well educated in the sciences. So I chose to research Josh because he was a part of the team who worked to enable SpaceX to reuse their rockets, and lately SpaceX has been in a lot of fascinating things. I also chose to research him because he is my second cousin. So Josh attended Cornell and graduated with a degree in mechanical and aerospace engineering before getting his master's in 2005 in operations research and industrial engineering. He worked at SpaceX from 2005 to 2019, and his biggest project was the Falcon 9 landing legs. When he was hired, SpaceX had 120 total employees, and by the time he retired, SpaceX had over 5,000 employees, which I did the math on it, and there were 42 times more employees after he retired than when he was initially hired. To understand why Josh's work was so important, it is first important to understand SpaceX as a company. SpaceX was founded in 2002 by Elon Musk with the goal of being the first organization to go to Mars, and since then, SpaceX has been revolutionizing the space industry. They were the first company to reuse rockets and the first private company to fly astronauts to space. Before then, it was all countries that did that. So, Josh's team came up with the idea and was responsible for designing the landing legs that the Falcon 9 rocket landed on. These are them right here. So the Falcon first stage, which is what lands, is a 55,000 pound rocket when it's empty, and they were responsible for designing a leg that these rockets could land on. No other company, public or private, has done anything like these retractable legs, but many are now trying to duplicate them. With each successful landing that SpaceX achieves, they save almost $12 million, which is important for their goal of being the first commercial space travel company. To successfully design these legs, Josh and his team had to understand every other aspect of the rocket science involved in landing and design legs that were as effective as possible. So these pictures right here, we're going to start with the top left, is a Falcon rocket after landing on its drone ship. And so most of these Falcon landings happen on drone ships and are out over the water, so that if there's any issues, no people are hurt and nothing is damaged. And then on the right over here, we have a Falcon Heavy, which is 3 of these rockets over here attached together. And so you multiply the difficulty of landing by 3, because all 3 rockets have to come down and land. So according to Josh, his most rewarding experience was every time he sees a rocket land and be reused. And over the time I researched, I got to watch a lot of videos, and in every single one, the people in mission control go crazy every time a rocket touches down. So far, SpaceX has reused 40 rockets and landed 58 rockets successfully, all of which have used the landing legs that Josh's team developed. So some fun facts, some interesting questions that I had to ask were about Elon Musk and Tesla. So Elon Musk was at Josh's job interview, and Josh regularly reported directly to him. Josh also does drive a Tesla. He drives a Model 3, and he estimates that 1 in 10 SpaceX employees drive a Tesla. Josh is now retired in Los Angeles with his wife and 3 kids, and he spends his free time playing beach volleyball. He has no plans of going back to work, but he has said that there is a possibility that he goes back to work for SpaceX.